lay not in the weights we lift, a seemingly ordinary place. It would soon become a battleground between the living and the supernatural. Meet John, a young and ambitious boy with dreams of becoming a bodybuilding champion. The gym was his sanctuary, a place where he could escape the chaos of everyday life and focus on sculpting his dream physique. But one fateful day, something sinister stirred in the shadows of gym. A heavy atmosphere descended, and the mood grew palpably tense. John noticed strange occurrences, like weights moving by themselves and eerie whispers echoing through the empty corners of the gym. Initially, he brushed them off as mere coincidences, dismissing them as figments of his overactive imagination. One night, while training alone in the dimly lit gym, John heard a spine-chilling laugh behind him. Whirling around, he saw a shadowy figure standing near the weight rack. Fear crept into his heart, but curiosity got the better of him, and he cautiously approached the figure. "Who's there?" John called out, his voice quivering. The figure turned to face him, revealing hollow eyes and a sinister grin. John's heart pounded in his chest as the specter stepped closer. "You've come to play, haven't you, John?" The face summoning his courage, John demanded to know what the figure wanted. "I have no time for games. Show yourself." The figure erupted into manic laughter, sending shivers down John's spine. "Oh, you'll see me soon enough," it taunted. From that night on, the gym's atmosphere grew increasingly menacing. Other gym-goers began reporting strange encounters, weights falling without reason, cold spots in the air, and ominous shadows lurking in the mirrors. But despite the chilling events, no one dared speak openly about the malevolent presence that now infested Iron Grip Gym. John, determined not to let fear consume him, continued his training. However, the malicious spirit seemed fixated on him, and as the days passed, its torment intensified. It started to communicate directly with John during his workouts, whispering taunts and threats in his ear. The spirit seemed to feed on John's fear, growing stronger with each display of terror it elicited. It began to manifest itself physically, causing equipment to move violently, sending bystanders running for safety. The gym staff was baffled and afraid. As the weeks passed, John's mental and physical health deteriorated under the relentless torment. His dreams were haunted, and he grew increasingly isolated from friends and family. Sleep became a luxury he could scarcely afford, and his once promising career in bodybuilding teetered on the brink of collapse. Determined to rid the gym of the malevolent spirit, John delved into research about the building's history. He discovered that Iron Grip Gym had been constructed on the site of an old cemetery, and its foundations disturbed the resting place of restless souls. It seemed that the tormented spirits sought vengeance, and John, armed with newfound knowledge, John sought the help of a paranormal investigator named Emily. Together, they hatched a plan to confront the malevolent spirit once and for all. With sage, holy water, and protective charms, they entered the gym on a moonless night, ready to face the darkness head-on. As they performed their ritual, the malevolent spirit revealed itself, roaring with rage. But John stood firm, confronting the entity with a determination he had never known before. Emily chanted ancient incantations, and the air crackled with energy as the battle between the living and the dead unfolded. The struggle was fierce, and it felt as if time stood still. But as the first rays of dawn illuminated the gym's interior, the malevolent spirit let out a blood-curdling scream and vanished, retreating to the shadows from whence it came. Just with the malevolent spirit banished, Jim slowly regained its normalcy. John, though forever changed by the ordeal, found solace in knowing that he had faced his fears and emerged victorious. His story spread throughout the city, becoming a cautionary tale shared among gym-goers for years to come. Story number 2. I was on one of those powerline machines with the barbell that's on a track. I was doing squats, and I had just had a really bad day. Decided to take out my aggression on lifting. Stretched very briefly and didn't do any warm-up lifts or cardio. Third set in, I was on my last rep and really pushing myself to stand up and tang. The most sudden and sharp pain in my lower back wrung through me. Brought me to my damn knees as I let out a loud and coarse from the bottom of my stomach. I couldn't see anything. Just knew I was on my hands and knees wondering if I'd just crippled myself. A guy helped me up, saying I had to keep moving or the pain would be worse. So I got up, felt like some serious injury. Couldn't lift my arms without a sharp but lasting back spasm. Spent 18 hours in bed, unable to move without indescribable pain that shot throughout my whole body and froze me in whatever position I was in. The heart of the small town of Ashbrook, nestled amidst the shadows of ancient trees, stood the enigmatic Iron Haven Gym. It was a place of legends, known for its eerie past, and John, a young and determined gym enthusiast, had heard whispers of strange occurrences there, but his thirst for fitness pushed him to explore the notorious gym. John's first visit to Iron Haven was shrouded in an eerie silence. The gym was dimly lit, its equipment covered in a thin layer of dust. As he began his workout routine, he couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. The weights seemed to move on their own, and cold drafts brushed against his skin, even though the windows were shut as the sun dipped below the horizon. John's unease grew. Faint whispers echoed through the gym, but when he turned to investigate, no one was there. The haunting sensation intensified as the night descended, making John wonder if he should leave. As days turned into weeks, John's visits to Iron Haven Gym became a routine, but so did the inexplicable occurrences. One night, as he lifted weights, the room filled with an otherworldly glow, and the equipment seemed to levitate. Petrified, he dropped the barbell and rushed to the exit, vowing never to return. But the enigmatic pull of Iron Haven proved too strong. Despite his fear, John's obsession with conquering the gym's supernatural mystery drew him back again. One fateful night, when John was alone in the gym, he heard an ethereal voice calling his name. "John, John," the voice echoed, sending shivers down his spine. Trembling, he followed the sound to the far corner of the gym, where an apparition of a spectral figure stood, holding a training manual. The ghostly trainer beckoned him closer, and against his better judgment, John approached. The trainer's face was obscured by shadows, but his eyes glowed with an intense light. He handed John the training manual, filled with exercises beyond anything he had seen before. Driven by curiosity and the desire to improve his physique, John immersed himself in the cryptic exercises from the manual. With each passing day, he grew stronger, faster, and more agile. But he also noticed a change in himself, a gradual detachment from reality and a deepening obsession with the gym. One night, the spectral trainer demanded something in return for the power he granted. participation in a dark ritual to release him from the gym's curse. Fearful of the consequences but desperate to break the haunting cycle, John reluctantly agreed. The night of the ritual arrived, and the gym's atmosphere was charged with an ominous energy. John followed the ghostly trainer's instructions, drawing mystical symbols on the gym floor with chalk as he chanted the ancient incantation. The gym's temperature plummeted, and an otherworldly wind tore through the space. The apparition of the spectral trainer grew brighter and more corporeal, while John felt just as the ritual reached its climax. The spectral trainer's sinister laughter filled the gym. John realized that he had been deceived. The trainer was no benevolent spirit, but an ancient malevolent entity seeking to break free from its prison. In last-ditch effort to escape the malevolent entity's grasp, John tried to flee, but the gym's doors slammed shut, trapping him inside. He confronted the entity, mustering all his strength and courage to stand against the darkness. The epic battle between John and the malevolent entity raged on for what felt like an eternity. The gym itself seemed to come alive, with equipment moving on its own and eerie lights flickering in the corners. Though exhausted and terrified, John refused to yield. Drawing on every ounce of determination, he unleashed a power he never knew he possessed. In a blinding flash of light, he banished the malevolent entity back to its eternal prison. As the malevolent entity dissipated, a sense of peace finally filled Ironhaven Gym. The dark curse that had plagued the place for centuries was broken, and the gym was now free from its haunted past. John emerged from the ordeal a changed man. He had faced the horrors lurking within Ironhaven and come out victorious. No longer obsessed with power and strength, he found balance and inner peace. Word of John's incredible battle with the malevolent entity spread, turning Ironhaven Gym into a symbol of resilience and courage. People from far and wide flocked to the gym to experience the legend firsthand, and its reputation shifted from horror to awe. To this day, John's story is whispered among gym enthusiasts, and Ironhaven Gym stands as a testament to the indomitable spirit of those who dare to confront the unknown. But beware, for legends say that the malevolent entity still lurks, seeking an opportunity to break free once more. Story number 3. In the heart of the city, nestled in an old, abandoned building, stood the infamous Iron Beast Gym. Rumors of its dark past circulated among the locals, but nothing deterred the gym enthusiasts seeking to build their dreams of chiseled bodies and bulging muscles. It was within this haunted arena that a young boy named Alex embarked on a transformative journey. Alex, an ordinary teenager with a passion for fitness, was eager to prove himself. After joining the gym, he felt an eerie sensation every time he entered its rusted doors. Whispers echoed through the hallways and shadows danced across the dimly lit corner. As days turned into weeks, Alex noticed peculiar occurrences. Equipment moved on its own. Weights fell with a resounding clang when no one was around, and chilling drafts swept through the gym during intense workout. Other members began to share spine-chilling stories of apparitions and unexplained accidents, linking them to the gym's tragic. Alex delved deeper into the gym's history, uncovering a dark secret. Decades ago, the gym's former owner, Mr. Grimes, had vanished under mysterious circumstances. Locals believed he'd fallen victim to his obsession with strength and his willingness to tread the... It was said that as Alex's workouts intensified, so did the haunting. Visions of Mr. Grimes' ghastly figure haunted his dreams, and strange symbols appeared on the mirrors, seemingly drawn by an unseen hand. The spirits of past gym-goers warned him to leave, but Alex's determination to conquer his fears kept him pushing forward. Seeking answers, Alex approached a paranormal investigator named Emily. She was intrigued by his tale and agreed to accompany him to the gym. Armed with cameras and EVP electronic voice phenomena recorders, they set out to capture evidence of the supernatural. As the clock struck midnight, Alex and Emily ventured into the gym. Whispers grew louder, and the air became heavy with malevolence. Emily conducted a séance to communicate with the spirits, and in doing so, they awakened an ancient darkness that had been dormant for years. A sinister force possessed the gym, and the apparition of Mr. Grimes manifested before them. Angry and vengeful, he blamed them for disturbing his eternal slumber. The malevolent entity sought revenge on anyone who dared enter his domain, feeding off their fear and suffering. In a heart-pounding encounter, Alex and Emily fought the malevolent spirit with all their might. Chants echoed, candles flickered, and objects flew across the room as they attempted to banish the dark entity. The gym seemed to come alive with the rage of the otherworldly presence. In a desperate attempt to escape, Alex led the spirit towards the gym's old furnace, hoping to trap it inside. As the ghostly figure approached the fiery abyss, a deafening roar engulfed the gym. The battle between good and evil reached its climax, leaving Alex on the brink of defeat. Just when all hope seemed lost, a beam of blinding light pierced through the darkness, illuminating the gym. The spirit of Mr. Grimes was confronted by the souls he had tormented over the years. They guided him towards the light, offering him a chance at redemption. As the sun rose, the gym felt different, cleansed of its haunting presence. Alex, forever changed by the experience, realized that strength came not just from physical muscles, but also from confronting one's fears. The Iron Beast gym, once shrouded in darkness, became a symbol of courage and transformation. Word of Alex's harrowing experience spread like wildfire, attracting more visitors to the gym. The story of his battle with the malevolent entity became a cautionary tale, inspiring countless others to face their inner demons and pursue their dreams fearlessly. And so, the tale of Alex, the boy who braved the haunted gym, lived on for generations, reminding all who heard it that true strength